This is Jobe Bellingham, the younger brother of Jude Bellingham, one of the best players in the world. But Jobe's career has not started like his older brother's career has at all. At 18, Jude was already in his first year at German Giants for Dortmund, while Jobe at 18 is playing for Sunderland in England's second division. And to make things worse, Jobe is 66 overall. And how is he even Jude's younger brother? But for Jobe to reach the top with his big brother, he needs to start working on it. So luckily for him, I'm going to be managing his entire career with the goal of both Bellingham brothers playing at the top world-class level, possibly even together. First, to get there, we need Jobe to get to the big club to get over 90 overall, which is Jude's highest rating. So first, I'm going to work on getting Jobe to a 75 overall, then we can see if any bigger clubs are interested. So let me get him on a development plan to bring up these stats, and now I'm going to sim the first season and see if Jobe can get some solid growth. Done simming the first season, and Jobe has grown to a 71 overall now. Taking a look at his performance, these are absolutely horrible. I'm seeing he can grow his personal stats pretty well, but his team playing goals and assists has got to be better. I think for that, we should see if there are any bigger clubs interested in Jobe. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the transfer list. After some time with Jobe on the transfer list, he actually has two offers. First from Southampton, but they've been relegated to the championship, and the second being an offer from my La Liga club, Sevilla. And with the time ticking and season starting soon, I think this is the only way. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept it. And as you know, Jude Bellingham is actually playing for Real Madrid still. This is not how I thought that they would be ending up playing in the same league. Time to see if Jobe can survive his big brother Jude and his Real Madrid super squad. The end of season 2 and the move to Spain was very successful. Jobe went up all the way to an 80 overall and had a pretty good season. But did he perform better than last season? Yes, he did, getting 10 goals and 11 assists in just 28 games. That's actually really good. Now for season 3, I say we give Jobe another season in Sevilla. Season 3 is in the books, and Jobe couldn't get up to an 85 overall, unfortunately. 83 overall, still enough to be the club's highest rated player. But how about his performance this season? Individually, Jobe scored just 14 goals, one less than his target of 15. And he also picked up a huge 17 assists. And look at Jobe's stats: 82 pace, 84 dribbling, all green. But the question I have is, did he win any trophies, and how did Sevilla do? Unfortunately, Sevilla finished in 5th place, just missing out on the Champions League again, and no other trophies. I think if Jobe wants to reach the heights of his older brother Jude, he's gonna need to start winning trophies. And I don't think Sevilla is the right club for that when domestically they're competing against the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atleti. With that in mind, Jobe is going on the transfer list, hopefully joining a winning club. Time has passed by, and Jobe has some big clubs coming in for him. Chelsea, which I would not wish on my worst enemy, and then even Liverpool. But one that stood out the most was Bayern Munich. If you didn't know, Jude has played for Bayern's rivals, Borussia Dortmund. So what if instead Jobe plays for Bayern? He will also surely win trophies and league titles, which he definitely needs in order to cement himself at the top of his big brother. But on the other hand, a historic Premier League club like Liverpool and in his home country, that's pretty tempting. But I think my choice is clear, and Jobe is moving into Germany. Here we go. Now that we got Jobe in the squad as a Bayern player, let's see how season 4 goes. At the end of season 4, and Jobe just keeps getting better. 86 overall, and at that growth, I'm wondering if we can get him to 90 plus overall. And to take a look at the stats, that is insane. Jobe bagged 12 goals, and more importantly, 21 assists. Now let's move the focus to achievements with the club, because surely at Bayern, you can guarantee to pick up a few trophies. Well, that was not the hardest guess. Bayern win the Bundesliga, and Jobe picks up his first trophy. Bayern were also able to pick up the German Super Cup, but unfortunately no DFB Pokal and no Champions League yet. Jobe's first season at Bayern has been great, but now it's time to sit back and sim season 5. It looks like Jobe is loving life in Germany. 89 rated now, so close to the 90 overall, but taking a look at his stats, they're crazy. 25 goals and 4 assists. So it seems Jobe just wanted to get more scoring action this season, and more importantly, trophies. How did Jobe and Bayern Munich do this season? Starting off strong with another league title, Super Cup complete. Unfortunately, we go down in the DFB Pokal to our rivals Dortmund, but now let's take a look at the Champions League. Not the best of starts, second in the group stage. Wow, we knocked out Barca, got through Man City Giants in the quarters, and no way, we beat Milan in the semis to make it to Jobe's first Champions League final. And Bayern actually won it on penalties versus PSG. That is an incredible season for Jobe and the club. And that's the end of season 5, on to the 3rd season at Bayern to see if we can even win more trophies, because right now Jobe is playing amazing here, and we almost won everything, so close to that DFB Pokal. Possibly the last season at Bayern Munich, Jobe has finally gotten to a 90 overall, now at a 91, slowing down with the goals and assists, just 16 and 9. But as you can see, the Champions League theme in the background, we have made it to the Champions League final back to back, with this time being against our rival, Borussia Dortmund. It's now time to see if Jobe and the squad can pick up a second Champions League, and they can, Jobe even bagged the brace. But as I said before, this is possibly Jobe's last season in Germany. After winning 2 Champions League, 3 league titles, and numerous more successions, I think it's time for Jobe to conquer the rest of Europe, with still the goal of both Bellingham brothers playing together. But I'm going to go ahead and put Jobe on the transfer list and let's see what big clubs come in for him, maybe even Real Madrid. Jobe Bellingham to Liverpool. They've tried for his brother once, they tried for Jobe himself once. The third time's a charm. Jobe's Liverpool is done. Now time to see if Jobe can conquer the Premier League with Liverpool. Here at the end of season 7, and this is what we're looking like. Jobe is up to a 93, slowly getting to a 99 overall potentially, and on top of that, 23 goals and 5 assists. With the club, Liverpool were able to win the Premier League and the Community Shield, but unfortunately there's no luck anywhere else. Decently good season at Liverpool, on to season 8. Season 8 has been completed, and taking a look, this is by far Jobe's most insane season, up to a 95 overall with 34 goals and 13 assists. Liverpool's top scorer and assister, Premier League Golden Boot winner, but unfortunately Liverpool fell short of the title but did come through with the Community Shield and FA Cup. But then most importantly, the Champions League, an all-English Champions League final, Manchester City versus Liverpool. Jobe is wearing the captain's armband, and can they get the Champions League victory? Yes, they can. 2-1, Jobe picks up a goal again in a Champions League final. Now with season 8 finished and heading on to the last 2 seasons, I think it's time for the Bellingham brothers to finally play with each other at the top. Jude Bellingham is still at Real Madrid, and moving to Real Madrid, the greatest club of all time, is every footballer's dream, especially when it's alongside your brother. So I'm going to go ahead and put Jobe on the transfer list, hopefully getting an offer from Real Madrid. And the offers for Jobe are in, one from AC Milan and the other from the one and only Real Madrid. I think we all know who I'm going for the final 2 seasons. Jobe Bellingham to Real Madrid, the goal has been reached. He will be playing alongside his older brother, Jude Bellingham. Jobe with the iconic Real Madrid number 8 in his last 2 seasons at Real Madrid. It is now time to sim season 9 and see what the Bellingham brothers can do. At the end of season 9, and I have to say, I'm surprised, but I'm also not surprised by what this Real Madrid team has done. Jobe has had another great season individually, but these last few seasons, I actually want to look more into how the club did. Real Madrid were able to win not just the league, but they won the Supercopa over Atleti and the Copa de España versus Sevilla, and that equates to a domestic treble. But to make it the treble, Real Madrid versus AC Milan in the Champions League final. Can this insane squad pull this off? For the 4th time for Jobe. Yes, the Galacticos can. That's 3-1 over Milan. Jobe did not get a goal, but his older brother Jude did, of course. And that is an absolutely insane season for them. Now we're heading into the last season, and to finish Jobe's career off, he definitely now deserves a Ballon D'Or. So we're going to sim to the Ballon D'Or ceremony, and hopefully he can actually win it. Alright, it's definitely a Real Madrid player, but is it Jobe because he's a midfielder? But I think he's won it, so hold on. And there it is, let's go. Jobe Bellingham, after 10 seasons, has finally won the Ballon d'Or, playing at some of the best clubs and leagues in the world. He wins it at Real Madrid, of course. Here Jobe is 10 seasons later, 96 overall, which is just crazy, and 20 goals and 11 assists, and I have to say, those are some nice numbers to end the video off. No, but hold on, 34-year-old Kylian Mbappe had 38 goals this season, my god. Even Vinny was 32 at 29, it's pretty good. But never mind that, let's see what Real Madrid won this final season. Alright, at this point, it's not even fair. I mean, Real Madrid won La Liga again, as well as the Supercopa 3-0 over Barca. But unfortunately, no Copa de España, and more importantly, no Champions Leagues. But I can't even ask for more, that would just be greedy. Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and let me know what other brothers' careers I should play next.